Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered
I
mare
work for
from
Belethor
Hulda.
at the General Goods Store.
Farewell.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Well met, kinsman. Oh, come on. Leave it alone. He's gone. There's no use in talking about it anymore. I wish everyone could just get past that and get on with their lives. May your sword be sharp.
What can I get
And
you?
your tongue sharper.
Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. The companions? In Jorvasker? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Need anything else? Just let hungry, tired. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I think I've got some mugs need scrubbing.
I ain't done nothing. What? Why? Only if... But, hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good Then we got nothing more to talk about.
Yes? It's been a while now. I miss him, but it's clear he's not coming back. He knew what he was getting into. I don't blame anyone.
Sure,
Oh,
whatever.
Sadia.
Yes, Mom?
If you need a drink, just holler.
That blood stain from the incident.
Oh, yes, Miss Hulda. If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
Come by Belethor's shop at the market. Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now.
That Heimskir's crazy. Him and his talk of Talos. We should just shut up.
This is an ode to Skyrim. If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. I don't have to take that from you. Never should have come here. Let's see what you're made of. Good.
Do something!
Someone do something!
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that.
Drive that snow back to the ground!
You win.
Come on!
On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again. I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. Some parting
did you need
advice?
something?
Women?
What can I do for you? Yeah, take care.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you had a strong drink and a fist fight with her. Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess I thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Ha! Snowback. Good. Chat time's over. Keep walking, Softgut. I'm more woman than you. And why not? 100 gold says I knock your hide. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crime. Let's go. Come on. Well, another maggot squashed beneath my boot. That's all you got?
Staunch.
Pull yourself up. Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
This is a local favorite. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protector.
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. If you ever need another blade at your side, just ask. Wouldn't mind seeing how you handle a few trolls. You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Good. Chat time's over.
Yes? If you need a drink, just holler.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Yes? Yeah, take care. What can I do for you?
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Need anything else? Just let me know.
Yes.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere. What can I get you? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Now please, no more questions.
Tonight, beautiful lass.
Hungry, tired, or just plain thirsty?
Ah, you're always good. Why else would I spend so much time here?
Kyle is quite the songbird. Maybe he's...
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Aye, the bard's got talent. I'll give him that. You just make sure his music is the only thing you're admiring.
Oh, John, darling. You know you're the only stone-biting,
Sadia, wake up
knuckle-dragging
there.
Nord for me.
Yes, Mom.
Ah, that's my girl.
You want a drink? Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. If there's nothing else, I have work to do.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Need anything else? Just let me know.
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny. Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood.
Be careful. If it's work you're looking for? Now... If you need more food or drink... Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? If there's nothing else, I have work to do.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh,
Once
what am
I've
I
made
saying?
enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare.
Mister, could you spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mom. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh well. Thanks anyway, I suppose. You're the best. Can you be my father? All right then. I work with my mother to sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun mostly.
Keep your hands to yourself. This war's as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
Please, anything you can do. I knew he wasn't gone. I just knew it. Please, get that to Adelstein right away. You take care of yourself now.
Do you have news? Did you find something? I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9. It's worse than I thought. So, Northwatch Keep. Then we know where to hit him. I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters. What? You, alone, reasoning with the Thalmor? That's madness, friend. You're serious, aren't you? Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it, I will.
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Use dungeon myself.
Just 1 gold, please?
Out of trouble, kinsman? Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
Nothing?
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Who's this then?
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Don't even think about it. Keep your distance. Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway. I've got my eyes on you.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The Jarl
dragon is lurking in the
will
mountains.
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while a dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar. He can be a bit... difficult. Mages, you know. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it.
What is it that you need? With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for rest.
Aren't they? I always set some aside for myself when the traders bring them up from the south.
I'm sure you could charge double for those and still sell them all within a week.
You're right. I'll have to remember that next time I get a shipment in. Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Straight from the fields and orchards of Whiterun. Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
I didn't mean... I'm sorry I asked.
Remember, what do you need, You've got... They'll... Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mira. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Please tell me you have news of my son.
Chops and steaks, man.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. You look rather pale. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Well met, kinsman.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Not a horse than anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a wasting.
Olfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. You watch yourself out there.
Ah, hello, my Nord friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. Take a look. Thank you very much for your business.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. Sometimes I can teach you a few things.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fighting men. Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. We've got small weapons as well as big. That'll be the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager, what with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgruf's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. The finest weapons and armor. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Good doing business with you.
Finest cuts. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Good hunting.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Shiny trinket. There's a road here in Skyrim. Can't neither magic nor the passing of time make it right. Eorlund,
Tired of bread and stew.
himself.
Had enough of fish and fowl.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks.
This is
and
an
warm
ode to
bed.
Skyrim's staunch.
If it's work you're looking
the
for,
Imperials.
Hulda's the one to talk to.
Sadia, wake up, dear.
Yes, Mum.
We to our youth, today's come and gone.
You want a drink?
Age of aggression.
Now please, no more questions.
We'll drive out the storm.
Well met, kinsman.